Um, is it the second one?
So the way it works is this means right and this means up. So it's basically the x and y like that. So the
Oh, okay.
second one would mean 2 right and 4 up.
Um, so isn't it the second one? No, because it going up. So going up is the y-axis. So 2 up.
So that up, the top one is right.
Okay.
So right comes first, up comes second.
Okay, so the first one.
Yes. And what if you were going the opposite direction? So A to B is 4, 2. What would be B back to A?
-2, -4.
Yes. So it's just the negative. Uh, no, not -2, -4.
-4, -2.
Yes. So 4 left, 2 down. -4, -2. What you'll see a lot with vectors is that they'll just turn it into algebra. So they will just say, let's just call AB the vector A. And so BA would just be -A. So when you're going with the arrow, it's positive, and when we're going back the other way, it's negative. That's just how it works.
Okay.
Okay, so any idea how you do the first one?
5/6. 5,
Yeah,
6, sorry.
yeah, that's fine. And you'll be fine for the rest of those and that. What is the vector PQ?
4, -2.
Hold on. 4 -2. Great. How do we do question A here?
AB. Is it NT?
Yes. So it's just the same as going from N directly to T.
Okay.
And yes, they simplify vectors down. Okay, exam question. Find A to B in terms of the vectors A and B.
Okay. -A, -B.
So it's -A because, well, basically A to B, you don't know it directly, so you have to go A to O and O to B.
Yeah.
A to O is -A. What is O to B?
Oh, sorry, +B.
Yes, because you're going with the arrow. And so -A plus B is correct, and sometimes they'll write it as B minus A, same thing, also correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so both answers are correct, and I prefer the first way to do it. Okay, how about this one?
Sometimes S to Q, so it is Q. -B plus A.
Great. How about this?
-A, yeah, -A plus B.
Great. How about this?
-B plus A.
Yes. -B plus A. Okay, how about this?
minus 6a plus 6b.
Yeah. And any idea how you do question 2? Part 2.
Can we simplify that to minus a plus b?
No. I suppose you could factorize out 6, but you can't. You can add a's to a's, b's to b's.
Okay.
Nothing else. It's not a ratio or an equation or anything. Any idea how you get e to f?
It's a regular hexagon, so the same, I think.
Well, what line is it e to f the same length as?
A to b.
Vectors have two things to them. They have magnitude, which is like length or size. They also have direction. A to b is going in a different direction, and so it won't be the same as that, as a vector. It has to have both things the same. So is there any other side that is exactly the same as e to f? Same size and direction.
BC?
Yeah, or CB, because it would be going in the same direction, CB.
Okay.
We don't know what CB is. Any other line that's the same as EF?
I can't see any.
O to A. So
But it's not the same size, is it?
because it's a regular hexagon and the center is O. See what I mean?
Okay.
The center is O, so it will be the same. And so what is E to F?
6a.
Yes. Okay, let's try this.
Plus a plus b. A plus b.
And part 2.
Minus a plus 3b.
Well done. How about this?
Minus 2a plus 4b.
Yes.
Minus 3a plus 6b.
How about this?
Okay. Plus a plus 2a, which is 3a, plus b.
That's it. So now you can see they're starting to add up. Yeah, how about this one?
Minus b minus 2b, which gives you minus 3b, plus a.
Great. So those ones.
Tick, probably.
Great. Yes. So if A is 4 right, 3 up, then 2A would be 8 right, 6 up, and so on. So you just multiply both numbers by the number on the outside.
Okay.
What would be 2P?
4, 9. 4 tenths, right?
And last one. Minus 5Q.
Minus 15, 10.
And 10. Great. What is AC for this one, where P is the midpoint?
Surely if it's the midpoint, the other side is also b.
Yep.
So 2b.
Yes. Well done. Okay, let's try this. And sorry, the center is O.
For CA. So is COA
Yep.
So 2A.
Well done. And so, how about B to C?
A plus B.
No. B back to C.
Oh, sorry, yes. Minus B minus A.
Well done. 2A and minus B minus A. They wrote it as minus A minus B. So these were our first answers. A to B was 6B minus 6A, and E to F was 6A. What is E to X? How do we get that?
Minus 6A minus 6A.
How'd you get minus 6A twice?
Actually, sorry. Just minus 6A once.
And how'd you get that? So let's just map it out. So E to X is from where to where?
It's from E to D to D to C to X.
Okay. E to D plus D to C plus C to X.
Is it 6A plus 6A plus 3A?
You have to take into account direction.
Oh, okay.
So E to D, what line is that the same as?
It's the same as A to B.
Yes. What is A to B?
A to B was minus 6A plus 6B.
Yeah. So that's what we did for part 1. D to C, what line is that the same as?
F to A.
Yep. We don't know what that is. Any other?
E to F.
E to F. No, different direction.
Or 6B maybe.
Yes, it's the same as O to B, so that will be 6B. How about C to X? C to X is half of C to B.
I think C to B is the same as E to F.
Yep.
So C to X is 3A.
Well done. And simplest form.
Minus 3A plus 12B.
Well done. Right, minus 3A plus 12B. So you're always just looking for what is it the same as? Same size, same direction, and then just use that one. Minus 3A plus 12B. This one is a bit weird. Hang on, was this one the weird one? I think this was the weird one. We'll come back to that later. So that stuff.
Tick probably. Yeah, I think tick.
So now things get really tricky. No, this one is kind of a bit backwards. We might have to. I don't want to do it backwards. Let me do it forwards. Okay, the answer for part A to B was B minus A. Question B.
Find OP in terms of AB. Okay, so it says AP to PB is 3 to 1. So I'd go from O to B, then B to P, knowing that B to... Okay, B plus...
Hold on. For all of these, what I'd recommend is you try to use your previous answer. So your previous answer used A to B. So instead of going O to B to P, let's do O to A to P.
Okay. So A plus
Yeah.
a quarter.
No.
Open 3/4.
Yes.
Yeah. Open brackets b minus a.
And simplest form.
Okay. So it's multiply other brackets to get a plus 3/4 of b minus 3/4 of a.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get 1/4 of a plus 3/4 of b.
Well done. 1/4 A plus 3/4 B. You get the same answer if you did it the other way. It's just that you would have to, because you're going the opposite direction, you'd have to change it, like you'd have to multiply it by minus a quarter. And it's better to just use your earlier answer.
Okay.
1/4 A plus 3/4 B. That's not the simplest form. Your way is better. Let me just see this. A1. Yeah, so they're being lenient. They're giving you the marks for either. Okay, let's try this one.
N is the point. Okay, so 3/1.
So this is, yeah.
Okay, so to get from O to N, I would do plus 4b plus 1/4.
Hold on. It would have to be minus a quarter. So let's use our
yes.
A to B answer.
Okay, so plus 2a,
Yeah.
plus 3/4 open brackets of 4b minus 2a.
Mm-hmm.
Then multiply out the brackets to get 2a plus 3/4 of 4b minus 3/4 of 2a.
Well, what is 3/4 of 4b?
3b.
Yeah.
Minus 3/4 of 2a.
What
Which is a half a? No, 1.5 a.
1.5 A. I'll write that as 3/2a. Or 1.5 a.
Then we've got a half a plus 3b.
3b. Half a plus 3b. 3b plus 0.5 a. Great. Yeah, just same, very similar thing. Okay, how about this?
X at the point on a b. Okay, so plus a to a plus 1/5 open bracket b minus a. Then multiply other brackets to get a plus 1/5 b minus 1/5 a. And in total you get 4/5 a plus 1/5 b.
4/5 A, 1/5 B. I'm quite good at these. Let me just see this one. How would you start this one?
Okay, so 2/5
Yeah.
of open brackets b minus a plus B.
Yep, I think you'll be fine for the rest of that. I think you'll be there. Eight. Oh, so this one there is no previous part to help you. Okay, let's try this.
Is it B plus?
So let's say O to B. Which was B. So O to B plus
B to N. Yeah.
Okay.
So B to N is a third, open brackets, of not sure.
So just do it now. What is B to N? Going along A and B vectors.
Yeah, I'm really not sure.
It would be a third of B to O plus O to A. It's basically 1/3 of B to A.
One third of B to A. Okay, yes. B O. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. So B plus a third of minus B to A plus B plus A.
Minus B plus A. Yes. And so the other ones, part A was find B to A or A to B, and then part B was you would use it. For this one, you just had to find it and put it in yourself. So if you don't know the vector, you have to find it yourself, going along A and B lines. So 3 markers. Just want to see. Yes, there's more. Hang on. Is this a weird one? Q to B. From Q to B. This is a weird one. If I have time, I'll do it. Okay, these are the ones I wanted to look at, I think. Okay, this is fractions. How do we do this one?
5/7 is the A.
Yeah. And so let's go straight to... Nope. Sorry, B. Let's B.
2/5 of LX.
Yeah. And so what is part C?
2/7.
You have to make it the subject. So mx equals 2/5 lx. How could you make lx the subject?
Sorry, shouldn't it be 2/7 instead?
Sorry, 2/7. Yeah, sorry. 2/7.
Times 2/7 on both sides. Divided by 2/7 on both sides.
What would you get? How do you divide by fraction?
Flip the numerator and denominator and then multiply by that.
That's it. And so, if you had to work in reverse, you would get a an improper fraction, you'd get 7 halves. So mx is 2/7 of lx, so lx is 7 halves of mx. And so we'll need that one. Okay, read this, try to make sense of it.
So where's ON on this?
So that you see how ON is 3 and OM is 2?
Yeah.
O to N is longer than O to M. So that there is O to M. So O to N would be like that. So that's N there. So O to N. Oh, so the total is 3. O to M is 2. So what would be this part?
1.
Yes. So how do we do this?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So B plus a half open brackets minus B plus A.
Hold on. Okay, so that is the vector O to M. And let's simplify it.
A half of B plus a half of B minus half of A can give us B plus 1.5 B, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that is O to M. What do we do next?
Plus 1/3 of open bracket. So it's a third of O to M.
Yes. Sorry, O to N is equal to O to M plus a third O to M. And so, in fact, what is O to M plus a third of O to M?
1 and 1/3 of O to M.
So that would be 4/3 of O to M, wouldn't it? That seems wrong somehow. O to N. What is O to M in terms of O to N? What fraction of O to N is O to M?
Just trying to. I don't know.
I believe it would be 2/3. So 2 parts of a total of 3.
Oh, okay, yes.
And so rearrange O to N is equal to what fraction O to N?
3/2 OM?
Yes. And so, what do we do next?
Add that to 3/2 B minus a half A.
Well, we don't have to add it. we can just do it directly. So O to N is what we're trying to find, and it's just 3/2 of O to M. We said O to M was this, and so it would just be 3/2 of what we got before. So what would that be?
9/4 B, and then 3/4A, minus 3/4A.
That's it. 9/4. Yeah, 9/4B minus. So the. It's going wrong somewhere. Let me take another look at this. Did we add this up wrong or something? O to M is B plus. So M is the midpoint. O to M is B plus 1/2 of minus B plus A. That's minus B plus A. Other way around.
Oh, okay.
Minus B plus A. Sorry, I didn't catch that. So that would change this one. So just swap them around, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would just be plus 1/2 A and plus 1/2 B, I think. Yeah, 1/2 A plus 1/2 B. And so that's what we're using.
Is it still minus B though?
B take away 1/2 B is 1/2 B.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that is 1/2 A. So 1/2 B plus 1/2 A, and so it is 3/4 B plus 3/4 A. Great. So we just messed up the sign at the very beginning. Yes, and I think this way of like this part is 2/3 of the total, and so the other one would be 3/2, and doing it that way is good. Any questions there?
No.
Tricky stuff. Okay, let's try these.
Express the vector x, y in terms of A and B. Okay, minus 2A minus B plus 4A plus 3B, which can be simplified to plus 2A plus 1B plus 2B.
Okay. Part B.
Express the vector OZ. Okay, so if x to y is 2/5 of x to z, then 2/5 of 2A plus 2B.
Hold on. So x x to y is 2/5 of x to z, and so what is x to z in terms of xy?
Five fifths.
5 not fifths.
X to y equals the halves, 5 halves.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, how do we go about getting O to Z?
Five halves of open brackets 2A plus 2B.
Hold on. So just say what it is first. O to Z, how would we get to it?
By multiplying 5 over
No,
2.
no. Just in terms of big letters.
Okay.
O to what?
Get it by doing O to Y.
If you do that, then you can't use what you just used. So I would do O to X, and then X to Z, because you just found X to Z.
Okay.
Let's try it.
OX being 2A plus B.
Mm-hmm.
And XZ being 5 over 2, open brackets 2A plus 2B.
And let's try some fun now.
Okay, so 5 over 2. Okay, so 2A plus B plus 2, oh wait, 2.5 times 2A plus 2.5 times 2B, or 5 over 2, 2A.
So what is 2.5 times 2?
5A?
Yep.
Plus 5B, which can be simplified to 7A plus 6B.
Great. 7A plus 6B. Yes, so 2/5 xy is 2/5 of x to z. So x to z is 5/2 of x to y. And so you go O to x, x to y. Sorry, O to x, x to z, and you use that. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, let me see. Yes, let's try this one.
Minus 2A plus B. Minus 2A minus B.
Hold on. So what are you trying to find first?
A to B.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
Minus 2A
2A minus B.
plus 3A plus 2B. Simplified to A plus 2B.
I believe it's, yeah, sorry. A plus 2B. No. A plus B, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. A plus B. Sorry, I couldn't see the last.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No point. Yeah, A plus B, so express OC in terms of AB. AB is 2/5 AC.
Not fifths.
2/7, sorry.
Yes.
So do we have to do times 7 over 2 to get AC?
Yes.
Which is 7 over 2A plus 7 over 2B.
Yeah. B. That is A to B. What are we trying to find? Sorry, that's A to C. What are we trying to find?
O to C.
Yeah. How can you get from O to C?
From O to B, and then from B to C.
But that way you don't use what you did in the previous part. Is there any way you can do it using A to C?
O to A and then A to C. Okay.
Yeah.
So O to A is 2A plus B
Yeah.
plus 7 over 2A plus 7 over 2B, giving us how do you, okay, 5.5A
Mm-hmm.
plus same 11 over 2B. No, sorry, actually, 4.5B, so 9 over 2B.
Yeah. B. Let's check. 11 over 2A plus 9 over 2B. So very similar. They didn't help you with a part A. It's all one big 4-mark question. You had to find AC yourself by first finding AB and then times it by 7/2, and just watch out for the total length is 7. And I would always just map it out with the big letters first. It just really kind of simplifies it for you. O to A, A to C, and then you can just substitute them in.
Okay.
Any questions with that?
No.
That was a 4-marker. Me. So that stuff in general.
I would say a tick. I would say a tick.
Yeah, that's really tricky stuff. So the next stuff is parallel stuff. That's kind of different. So I'll just recap what we did. Let's see. So this all comes from vectors. So you know translations.
Yeah.
Like, 4 right, 2 up, that type of stuff. Like
Yes.
year 7, year 8. That's all that this stuff is, and they're just simplifying it down to algebra. So instead of saying 4 right and 2 up, they'll say A. Instead of saying 4 left, 2 down, they'll say minus A.
Okay.
Some of it so you can just add vectors, you can subtract, but you can see how most of the exam questions were algebra. Yes, you're good for these ones. Just travel along, if they wanted in terms of A and B, so just travel along A and B vector lines. If there's a C vector line, then you'd have to find a way around that. Same with like blank lines. This one, yes, if you have to find, so sometimes you'll hit a dead end. So you'll hit a dead end, so you'll have to find a different route. So that one, P to R, you could have done P to T, but then you hit a dead end. So then you instead have to go this way, P to R,
Okay.
O to R. You were good for that. Sometimes you have to simplify them. Going against the arrow is negative. Yeah, sometimes you have to multiply them by numbers. If that's the midpoint, then you would double it. And you were good for that. For these ones, find a vector that is the same size and same direction. So it's not just length, it's also direction. It's called magnitude and direction. So that's another way of saying size.
Okay.
And then these ones, yes, you use your previous one to get the next one. So if you have to find, let's say, A to P, it's just 3/4 of A to B. And you might need to add on something else. And then we got to the really tricky ones, which was the improper fraction ones. These ones, and it kind of helps to make a diagram. Yes, so if O to N is if O to M is 2/3 of O to N, then O to N is 3/2 of O to M. So you'd find O to M and then just times it by 3/2. And It was okay. And then it was just the same thing, just watch out for the denominator, that it's actually the total of them.
Yeah.
We have time to do some of these weird ones.
Okay.
But they're not really, like, it came up once, you know, but we'll just, for the sake of it, see how we do. Okay, let's try this one.
Okay. So OA is 6A. Can you write that down? Yeah.
So O to A, so that's 6A.
Then O to B is 6B.
O to B is 6B. Yep.
Is N the midpoint of OB?
What do these two lines mean?
Isosceles.
Yes. It will mean that this line is the same length as this line. And so, yes, N is the midpoint.
Okay. Not quite sure. I'm thinking.
So just find some path from O to M.
So I could go from O to A to M, or O to B to M.
Okay. So you just pick one of those.
O to B first. So O to B is 6B. Plus BM, which I don't know, so that's why.
B to M is a half of B to A.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So B to A is yes, but B to A is what? It's
Just go along A and B vectors. It will be half of B to O plus O to A. That's a way you can get from B to A. B to A.
oh yes, okay, so 6B plus a half, so brackets of minus 6B plus 6A. That gives us 6B plus minus 3B. So yeah, plus 3A, which gives us 3B plus 3A.
Hold on, 3A plus 3B. So 3A plus 3B. So I told you it was a bit of a weird one, and they weren't. It wasn't. You know, the vectors weren't on the diagram. And
I wasn't thinking of that. Yeah, I don't know why.
it wasn't strange, but yeah, if they ever give it in the question and it's not on the diagram, I just write it onto the diagram. I just find it's very helpful. And then there was just one weird question where they actually used numbers, so where you had to do like a half of this, like from P to Q. Just by looking at it, I suppose. So how many right, how many up do you have to go from P to Q?
2 up.
No.
Oh, sorry, actually 2 to the right.
Yep.
And then up 4.
2, 4, 2, 4. There you go. Came up once. This one is very similar. Let me see this one. Midpoint, P to Q, Q to... Yeah, anyway, it's just came up once. I'm not worried about those. I'm worried about the millions that are all very similar. Yeah. How was that for you, Hugo?
Yeah, it was pretty. It was alright. It was alright. Some questions a bit challenging, but okay.
If you want, we can do the second half of vectors next time, or we can do something different.
I mean, we'll see during the week because normally I have lessons that I might find difficult. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for me in general?
No, thank you.
All right. Well done, Hugo. You did great. I look forward to talking again next week.
Yes, thank you.
Have
Bye.
a good week. Goodbye.
Bye.